Yes, a rooster, and the gang promised me a limousine with a chauffeur.
This pie crust to you, ain't it, St.
Shut up, you sap. We ain't out of debt. It's 10 miles to town. Well, so long. I hope I never see you again. Boy, I hate these country prisons.
I hate all prisons. The food is bad.
Yeah, well, listen, the next time I'm gonna...
There ain't gonna be any next time, not for me.
No? What are you gonna do for a living?
I thought I'd start a chicken farm. You can start with 100 eggs, and by saving the pullets at the end of a year, you'll have 10,000 eggs.
Yeah? Listen, get on, fix that, will
What's
you?
the matter?
I think we got a tire.
Flat tire? That's luck for you. I don't see any flat tire.
Oh, well, buy a mirror.
Ain't it?
Once lost in the sea of sin, but now safe on the shores of love.
Friends, you wouldn't think to look at me now that I once was as wicked as you. But yea, verily, there's no sinner among you what I can't call brother. And you know how I got lost in crime and sin? Bad company. But I found the error of my ways. I found that crime don't pay. And now I'm happy and love the whole world. Yeah, even the depraved wretch what led me into sin, even him I love and forgive. And remember, brothers, crime don't pay. No, sir. Crime don't pay. And verily I say to you, even the depraved ghost what led me into sin, even him I love and forgive. And there is a blow of vengeance coming, what on all sinners what knows no mercy, and there is retribution for all. And there is thunderbolts coming from the sky on your head unexpected. And verily I say to you, the wages of sin is a punch in the jaw. You'll
No, sir, but I can play a saxophone.
So that's what you're in for. For 3 months, I've been trying to get a piccolo player, and all they send up is saxophone.
Just a lot of punks, that's all.
Oh, now that's a shame. What'd you do, boy? Rob your mama's bank? Oh, kids, what do you think of that? You got us dirty. Get the paint on this guy.
I've been in this jail 40 years. And the samples they send up here gets worse and worse.
It's getting to be a day nursery.
They wouldn't even allow those kind of guys in here in my time.
Well, how'd they keep them out? Blackball them?
Do you know what they'd call Big Pete in my day?
What?
A sissy. Yeah, there was men in those days. Men with needles in their chests. A man like myself. Come on over, play ball. Just 1 week before the big game, and I had to go and pardon the pitcher. It's politics. That's what it is, politics. Somebody higher up don't want us to win.
You know who it is?
The governor.
Jessup.
Well, if it ain't Little Morris, so you're here.
Yes, I'm here, and you're here, too, where you belong.
Why, you got me all wrong, kid. I lost more money on that horse than you did.
Did you, Jessup? Did you lose your position and money and friends? And Mother? She died at my trial. Mother, if it hadn't been for you...
Shut up, you little swine. You were a thief long before I knew you.
That's a lie! Take it back! Take it back! Cut it out! Cut it out! Go on, scram.
Better that? Come on, don't take it so hard.
I can't help it. How did your family feel?
Well, they don't know. I changed my name, and they think I'm in China.
How'd you do that?
Well, I got friends out there. They forward my letters home and cable my folks once a month. I'll see you around. I work in the office there. Got a lot of new fish coming in, you know. Associates, inmates. Come on, son. Buck up, boy.
Come on, you fellas, will you? Come on.
All right, Pop. What's the hurry? I got plenty of time. 30 years. Nix, only 20 for me.
Say, do you think they'd mind if I was to join in?
Can you play ball?
Why, sure.
Well, go on and get over there, then. Why, Pop will plaster you with kisses. Hurry up.
And this is the men's yard.
Aren't you afraid here with all these dreadful characters?
Oh, dear no. They're just like little children to me. In fact, to all the welfare workers.
Orchard?
Oh, how do you do, Mrs. Matthew?
How do you do, Jeff?
So jolly to see you again. I missed you terribly last Thursday. Had some friends up from the city. Charming people. They were very disappointed not to meet you. Well, cheerio. See you again.
You see?
And who is he?
Electrical genius. Wiretapper. How do you? Face strangler. Now we'll go over to the welfare rooms. You see, they're right over there. They're... Oh, don't be afraid. He's just amusing little Jean, the warden's daughter. Jean, hello to my friends.
How do you do?
How do you do? Have you a kiss for Mrs. Massey?
Yes, Mrs. Massey, I gave...
The dog? Let's go over to the welfare room.
Okay, what's next, Eddie?
Try this one, Jean.
Oh, I can do that.
No, you can't. Gee, that a girl. Here's one you can't do. Walk on your ear, Jean.
No, of course not.
Thank you. Come on, buddy, gonna move up. All right, with the camera.
Move up. Here we go. Look out.
Here, number one right here, please. Number two right here. Come on,
Come on. Number three. Yeah, how are you? Hello, Kitty. Glad to see you back again. Let me see. I ain't seen you in about a month, eh? Well, come on. I'm going to take care of you two myself. Thing is lovely. By golly, you girls. Say, I'm going to check these two girls in person right here.
How's it been now?
Oh, everything is lovely. We got a new wing on the place. The mockingbirds are singing just the same.
Name?
Judith Fields.
Age?
21.
Your first offense?
The first time they caught me,
Fraud.
I told fortunes.
And they gave you 3 years for that?
Well, after I'd finished telling fortunes, I'd recommend certain oil stocks.
Oh. Well, then you worked with someone.
A broker.
Oh, what you were doing?
Of course.
Well, then why?
It was fun. I always wanted to travel. You know, we never hit the same town twice. Oh, you can't understand.
Oh, yes, I do. I felt the same way. I was headed for China.
China? Gee, I love that.
Gee, you know, we had jobs out there, 3 of us boys, and... Well, then this came up.
And you threw that over to work here?
No, you don't understand. I don't work here. I belong here.
A convict?
Yes. But we call ourselves inmates.
Gee, that's tough. You don't look it.
Well, neither do you.
Well, tell me, what did you do?
The fight. Just before the boat sailed. The other boy...
What a rotten break.
Married?
No?
Engaged?
Say, is that on the card?
Oh, no.
What are you in for?
Shoplifting. I was framed.
Sure, we all was framed.
What's yours?
Spitting in the river.
Gee, I didn't know they could hit you for that.
Why, you told Mrs. Massey it was for winking at a cop. For not winking at terrible creature. Well, at least she don't scare 'em to death with black...
Is it necessary that I wait in here with these other persons?
Caught already.
Sorry.
We was all arrested, and here we are. And I can skate.
Who's she?
Laverne.
I don't see what men see as her.
Oh, is that the love thief? The
Extortionist? Honey, was you in the circus? I'm so sorry for them, really. And these are the women. Come, girls.
Yes, sir, boy. Okay, Captain. Glad to see you. Say, there's nobody, ladies allowed in here.
Yeah, so I see. They put us in the warden. Okay, boys. Hey, buddy, where's the wardens? Oh, you got company. Not a bad jail. Hey, what's the idea? Hello, Warden. How are you? Well, St. Louis. Glad to have you with us. Hello, Curly. Say, listen, Warden. I want to make a little bargain with you. You know, I thought you looked a little bit worried out there in the yard.
Yeah?
Yeah, you know, thinking that I might leave here a little bit unexpectedly. And I want to tell you something, Warden. I'm on the square with this. I shoot straight, see? When I decide to go, I warning.
Yeah?
Yeah, how's that?
That's fair.
Okay, Warden, that's a bargain.
Show him to his cell.
Oh, now, please, wait a minute. You know, Warden, about this cell business.
Sorry, I haven't any cigars.
Thanks, I don't use them anyway. Now, listen, about this cell business, Warden. If you don't mind, I don't like to sleep too high up.
No?
No?
And if you don't mind, I'd like a nice airy cell, you know. Plenty of windows and a nice sun exposure.
Southern exposure.
Yeah, if you don't mind, you know. And then I'd like a double bed.
Sure.
And running water, you know. I'd like all... Say, I'm not boring you, am I?
No. No, go on.
Out of here.
Okay, Warden. See you at supper. Beans again, I suppose.
Southern exposure. Running water. Not too high up. Sunshine. Say, if I had a cell like that, I'd sleep in it myself.
Don't forget to lock that. A lot of new guys come in here today. That is from home?
Yeah. See, pretty regular. Now, look here. Here's a picture of a mother here. And see, here's my kid, Sister Frances, over here.
Let's see it, Steve, will you?
Sure.
Too skinny. I don't like them so skinny. I like legs.
What?
Limbs.
See, when I left home, she was a kid on roller skates. And now she's off to college.
College?
Yeah.
Gee, your folks must be swell. And look at that house. You know, it makes me real sick to look at a house like that.
Why?
Why? Because I could have had a house like that. Easiest thing in the world. Only mine had a towel on it with my chicken farm. If it wasn't for that big baboon.
What baboon?
To come in here today.
He means St. Louis. And you shut up about him. He's the greatest ball player you ever saw. Oh, how that guy can pitch.
Well, ball player or no ball player, he'd better stay out of my way. Because if I ever lay my hands on that guy, I'll croak him. I never know how they're going to turn out. You are laid flat in the middle of the road.
You double-crossed?
Yeah.
You double-crossed a pal?
Well, didn't you?
I thought you were in the
rumble.
But there was a rumble.
Oh, there was no rumble. See, that's all right. Now, keep quiet. Look, I don't have a rumble seat.
You're not gonna let...
All right. Maybe there was a rumble seat on the car.
Look out for his...
All right.
So that's the way, boys. Don't fight. Don't let them fight.
I won't let him.
Steve's my name.
How are you, Steve? Glad to know you, kid.
Glad to know you, too. They say we turn in, boys. I think you were up there.
Say, you wouldn't let our way up there, would you? He might strain us.
I got to throw, too, ain't I?
You throw higher than him. You have to throw way down to second base.
Oh, I ain't gonna let that guy put anything else over on me. I'm getting smart.
What's the matter with you? What do you mean, put something over on you?
What do you think you're going to do?
Wait a minute.
I'm not
I'm
done.
settling this thing without any fighting. Now, you think of a number from 1 to 10.
1 to 10?
Yeah.
7.
That's it. You're studying the low one. Go on. Get on.
That's fair enough, ain't it?
As long as I lost on the level, it's okay. Sam, on second thought, I remember. There were rumble seat on that car, all right.
Oh, shut up.
Hello, Frida. Try and get some.
Well, how are you today, Genesis?
How is your Mrs. Massey?
Well, Julie, quite an honor, it seems to me, to be selected to instruct the daughter. Of course, it's quite against my better judgment, but I hope it'll turn out all right.
Thank you, Mrs. Massey.
2 and 2 is 4, 4 and 4 is 8.
Sour grapes, kid.
Sour grapes.
Mrs. Riley, can Judy and I go in the yard and take a walk?
Surely, dear. Go right along.
Thank you.
Oh, how do you do, Mrs. Massey? Oh, what a beautiful apple.
Strange, such good-looking girls, all of them. Not a homely one among them.
Oh, thank you, Mrs. Massey.
Years ago, when I started doing welfare work, it was quite the reverse.
Well, in those days, women wore long skirts. The only ones that were acquitted were the ones that were smart enough to cross their legs during the trial.
What a peculiar psychology. Have an apple, dear.
Oh, thank you, Mrs. Massey.
And I have a magazine for you,
Oh,
my dear.
thank you, Mrs. Massey.
Oh, and here's the latest style magazine for you.
Thank you, Mrs.
Girls,
Massey.
isn't this jolly? Doing the Battle of Manila.
Ah, you gotta take a little rest.
Why don't
once
you leave
in a
me alone?
while.
I haven't done anything to
I'm
you.
good for you.
What did I have?
Let him alone.
What do you mean, let him alone?
I said let him alone. Scram, kid.
What are you gonna do, make a favor to that punk around
Keep
here?
your hands off him.
Say, who are you to tell me to keep my hands off of anybody?
What's the matter, Steve? What's all the trouble?
My pop and I came along here. We found this big lug up and he gave me an argument. He thinks everybody's scared of him.
Yeah, everybody's just scared here around here, are they, big boy? You ought to bother with them guys. It's a waste of breath.
I know, but look out for your arm. Look out for your arm.
Hey, the aim gay is waiting at the 8 gate.
Thanks.
Don't mention it.
Hey, Steve. I wouldn't go down there. Keep away from that girl. Getting pretty near your parole, and I wouldn't take any chances.
Yeah, listen, kid, he's right about that. You do what Pop says, kid, and you'll never go wrong. I'll go.
Hey, some guy hit a great big lug out there, right on the button.
Hey, buddy, I'm sorry. I butted into something. I didn't know. She didn't want to see me. She wants to see you.
Me?
Yeah. Say, I didn't know that you two were fond of each other.
Oh, gee, I don't know how fond she is of me, but I think she's a fine girl.
Well, ain't you never said anything to her?
No, I haven't had a chance. You know what the rules are. Oh, we peeped a couple of times in the windows.
Well, you come on over. I'd like to have you meet her.
Yeah, but listen, if she's caught talking to me,
Oh,
you know...
don't let that worry. I'll take care of all that. Hey, Love, come here.
No, he means...
Say, who do you think you are ordering me around? What do you want?
Judy's got a boyfriend. Judy's got a...
Judy, there's a couple of fellas out in the reception room to see you.
I got the pass right here. Come on.
Jean, come over here. Your Uncle Danny wants to tell you a fairy story.
Oh, Danny.
Why does the chicken cross the street?
To get on the other side.
Said you were being paroled in a few days.
Yes, I am.
I just wanted to say goodbye to you before you left, and thank you for being so sweet to me that day in the office.
Oh, that's all right. I'm trying to get to see you, too, because, well, I have a lot of things I want to talk to you about. You remember that first day in the office when I asked you if you were engaged?
Yes. And I said, is that on the card?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know it wasn't. But I wanted to know because, well, are you engaged?
Miss Eve, I'm not. Are you?
No, I'm not. Oh, but I'd like to be. To you.
Now, look out for this one, Gene. This is a hard one.
Why does the President of the United States wear a high silk hat?
To keep it warm.
I'm on the level, too, Steve. But I guess it can't be.
Why not?
Well, I've heard all about your home and your family, and well, I'm just...
Well, now, wait a minute. That's just storybook stuff about the rich boy and the poor girl not being able to marry. It doesn't count here at all. When we get out of here, we're just going to be a couple of ex-convicts. And that's not storybook stuff. We got to start all over the bottom of the ladder. And I'd like for us to start together. Well, that is it. If you're fond enough of me.
I am fond of you, Steve. I'm more than fond of...
If there was 5 birds in a tree and St. Louis and I shot one of the birds, how many of the birds would be left in the tree?
None, because they'd all fly away.
Jean, you ain't been reading a book, have you?
No.
Can't understand.
I'll wave you an answer tonight.
Beat it, kid. Daniel. Hey, Judy. Tell him not at home. Fellas, Miss Fields. 2 minutes.
Well, darling, here I am.
Just 3 months too late, Crosby. And never mind the darling.
But, Judy...
I didn't come in here because I wanted to see you. I came in here because I wanted to tell you what a dirty rat you are.
You don't understand.
Yes, I do understand now. The business was a little shady. I didn't know it was going to land me in jail. Well, it's finished. I'm paying for it.
What could I do?
What could you do? You could have stayed and faced it out, not run away like a coward and leave me to take the rap.
Now, listen, Judy. I've got friends and influence, and I got some dough left. I can get you out, and we can go away.
We can't do anything. I'm through with you and all your kind. Now, listen. There's a fine, clean kid inside, and he's stuck on me. And I'm crazy about him. He gets out of here in a week, and he's going to wait for me. We're going to start together. At the bottom of the ladder. Steve and I.
Steve?
Yes, that's the name of the kid that's waiting in there for me. He's waiting in there now for my answer.
Okay,
And
Judy. Time's up.
Oh, what's the matter? Right.
Jenny, sure this gets to him. Don't forget.
Yes, I'm leaving. You're cheerful as you yes, I shall hear better again. And Genesis, poor lamb.
Oh, Miss Massey. Miss Massey, you is such a good woman. And I'm such a bad woman. If I'd only met you when I was a little child, I'd have been in my chair, on my way to glory.
Jenny, come on, dear. You mustn't cry like that. Come on. Everything's gonna be all right. Don't be so hard. Don't cry.
That's 2 chocolate balls and an apple you owes me now.
What's going on?
Signal.
Yeah?
Yeah, from the woman's quarter.
Oh, is that how they do it?
Sure, didn't you know that? With all the cans you've been in.
Yeah, but I never stayed in any one of them long enough to find those things out. What does it say?
Wait a minute. Message. Gate.
Good day, boys.
Mrs. Massey, look at your shoes. All dusty again. Can you imagine that?
Why, boys, every time I come through that gate, you clean off my shoes.
Oh, that's all right, Mrs. Massey. It's
nice
a pleasure.
Not at all.
Goodbye, boys.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Did you get it?
To Steve.
None of them bimbos ever write me.
No sex appeal, my boy. No sex appeal. Steve.
Why?
I got a kite for him.
I'll take it.
You'll take it.
I'm in on this.
Oh.
Hey, don't look over my shoulder when I'm reading Steve's mail. This is from a lady. Hey, Steve! Come here a minute, will you? Congratulations, Steve.
For what?
Why, you're... I got a little note here for you.
I'm engaged.
No.
Yeah. Judy.
No.
Yeah. Hey, you fellas, you didn't read this, did you?
No.
Four times 6, 25. No, dear, 24.
Hello, Judy. How's the youngster getting on?
It's fine, Warden.
That's great. 1136 wants to see you, boss.
I'm busy.
It's Steve. He wants to say goodbye.
Oh, sure. Show him in.
Good luck to you, my boy. Thanks, Warden. I know it's against the rules, but could I give you a message for a girl here, a prisoner? See, we're engaged. And I wanted to know that I'm going to work hard for her and make something of myself. So that when she's free...
Now, just you wait a moment. Wait till I get a pencil, and I'll write that message down. Well, all right, bring it to me. How am I going to get it? Well, bring it to me.
I write every week.
I won't write at all. Your family mustn't see letters with this postmark. They mustn't know. Don't worry. I'll stick it out. It's only 5 months. You won't forget?
Huh? Oh, yes, I found a pencil. Now, what was that message?
Well, what I wanted to say was... Thanks. So long, Dee.
23.
She's gone.
Is her time flying?
Bye-bye.
Goodbye, kid. Don't come back.
Come to the outside, son.
Take care of yourself, kid.
I'm going to miss you.
The kids, will you?
You bet I will, Steve.
Right, kid. You bet. Thank you very much, Mr. Sterling. I'm glad to be home.
Well, goodbye. Goodbye. Hope you've enjoyed the service.
Yes, we
Hope
have.
to see you next Sunday.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, girls. Give our regards, sir.
Glad to see you.
Why, hello, Steve.
Hello.
How's China?
Oh, fine.
Thought you'd be wearing a pigtail. You going back there?
No, that is not till I've been around home for a while.
No, he's going home a while and get some of Mother's good cooking.
How do you do, sir? You're a stranger here, aren't you?
Yes.
Well, I'm Liz.
Thank you very much. Most delightful, very edifying. My name is Crosby.
I'm the Reverend Miss Sterling.
Glad to meet you, I'm sure.
Oh, isn't that Stephen?
That's Gordon. Do you know him?
No, I'm not acquainted with him personally, but I know a very dear friend of his.
Well, I should be delighted to introduce you.
Most gracious of you, I'm sure.
Mrs. Gordon, will you allow me to present Mr. Crosby?
How do you do,
Delighted to
Mr.
know.
Crosby?
And this is her son, Stephen.
How do you do? How do you do? My sister, Cynthia.
I'm very, very pleased to meet the Jordan family. In fact, I might say I was most anxious.
Oh, really?
Indeed?
Your son and I happen to have a mutual acquaintance.
Yes?
A Miss Fields. A Miss Judith Fields. She was formerly in my employ.
Really?
How interesting.
Yes, isn't it?
Well, perhaps you'd come and have supper with us
Mother,
tonight.
I'd be delighted.
It's all right, dear. Sophie always has enough for a dozen, you know. You'll come, won't you?
Thank you very much.
Goodbye, Mr. Sterling.
Goodbye.
Supper at...
Thank you. I shall be there most promptly. See you this evening. Oh, I'm going to open up a branch office here. Of course, I shall miss him. She was a most valuable assistant. But as you know everyone in town, you may be able to take her position.
Don't forget your ABCs, boy.
Hi, Luck. What are you doing in there?
We're taking it
I thought we were trying out for the show.
Hey, you're in the wrong line. Get over there in front of the welfare building. Any of you guys are trying out for the show. Here, you stick right here. You're going to take a test.
Yeah, you better take that intelligence test, boy. You'll need it.
Hey, Happy.
Yeah.
Come on, give me the works here, will you?
Right. All right, boy. Come on there, boy. Come on, come on. Get a little pep into it. What's the matter with you? What's the matter with you? You stiff?
How you doing?
Keep your back turned, kid.
Heard from Steve? I have. He's in a jam.
How?
No Crosby?
He's the guy you took the rap for, ain't he?
Yeah. He's followed Steve to New England. He's trying to use him.
Blackmail, huh?
The old stock racket. He threatens to...
Yeah, I know. You're gonna tell the folks that Steve was in stir, huh?
What'll I do?
You don't do nothing, kid. Just leave it to me. Say, listen, Judy.
Yeah?
Are you really stuck on Steve?
Yeah.
There's, no chance for a guy to muscle in there, is there?
I'm on the level. I really love him.
Okay, baby.
What does M-O-R-O-N spell?
Why, that spells moron.
I passed 100%.
Hey, look. You was never in New England, were you?
No.
Well, you're going now. Hello, fellas. As you know, we're gathered here tonight for our annual entertainment, which is sponsored by our good friend, Mrs. Massey. Also, we have as our honored guests a number of people from the outside, which we take great pleasure in welcoming. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I take great pleasure in introducing our Master of Ceremony. One who is a Master of Ceremonies. One who has acted in a similar capacity in a great many institutions of this kind, both in this country and abroad. And one whom we hope to have with us for many, many years to come. Ladies and gentlemen, I take great pleasure in introducing our Master of Ceremonies, Honest John Jessup.
Mr. Warden, ladies and gentlemen, I can scarcely find gratitude in having been selected as Master of Ceremony for this delightful performance. It is a very unusual compliment. And now, with your kind permission, I take infinite pleasure in presenting that ever-popular team, Black and Blue.
Come on here, Blue. Now, let me ask you something right now. You owe me some money. And what I want to know is, when is you going to pay me my money?
Well, I'll pay you when you're alone.
When I'm alone?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm alone now.
No, you ain't. I'm here.
What is that thing you got there?
Well, that's my bazooka. That's a musical instrument.
Bazooka? You don't mean tell me that you get music out of that? Oh, I do. Let me see this thing here. Man, that ain't nothing but an old piece of gas pipe.
Yeah, but I makes my living with that piece of gas pipe.
Yeah, but I play good music on this thing. Go on, let me hear you play some more.
I'm just going to play the St. Louis Blues on this thing in honor of St. Louis.
I'll be seeing
Go
you.
ahead, mister. Will you play it for me?
All right, Molly. Let's go. All right, take a big chance, Mars.
Come on, kid, knock him in the aisles. You're a cinch. They're a pushover.
Gee, but I'm scared. Come on out, look him in the eye, and sing, kid.
Well, they can't walk out on you anyway, kid.
M is for the million things she gave me. O is for the only thing I own. T is for the tears she shed to save me. H is for a heart of purest gold. E is for her everlasting kindness. R is right, and right she'll always be. Put them all together, they spell mother. The word that means the most to me.
Well? No, I ain't going through with it, St. Louis. I tell you...
Now listen. I never break my word. And I gave my word to Judy, and we're going to New England, and we're going tonight.
I can't go to New England, not tonight. I'm in the finale.
Oh, what's the use, St. Louis?
Say, listen, if you don't do like I tell you, it's going to be your finale.
All right, I'll go. But what's that got to do with the act?
It's part of my plan, you sap.
Oh. Well, what do I do when I get on the stage?
You just stand there.
Don't I sing or dance or do nothing?
Yeah, you do nothing.
You're not getting smart. There's something screwy about this.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, our next act will hardly need an introduction. Allow me to present St. Louis and Company.
Thanks very much. Ladies and gentlemen, they've asked me to do my little bit for the entertainment here tonight. I can't sing and I can't dance, but I'll tell you what I will do. I'll do an act that I used to do when I was a little kid and ran away with a circus. This is a knife-throwing act, and I use a human target. And the gentleman that's kindly consented to act as my target tonight is none other than my old partner and pal, Danamora Dan. Right over there, Danny. Right over there. Now listen, you guys want to be quiet out there. I got to have absolute quiet. Are all the lights in this theater controlled from that switchboard right there?
That's right, sir.
Thanks very much. Throw a little more light on Danny's head.
All right, sir.
Now listen, you guys, you want to remember that I haven't done this act for a long time. I'm liable to make a few slips. You got to overlook that. I'll do my best, though, to go through the act without any serious injury. Now, Danny.
He missed him.
I was a coward. You'd tell everybody that I was an ex-convict. But now that you've started to swindle my mother...
Swindle?
Told me all about you. Told me about every crooked move.
Well, what do you want me to do?
I want you to get out of town.
Well, I won't get out of town. And I'll tell your mother that you weren't in China, that you were in jail. An ex-convict.
You do that? Well, you won't have to. Because I'll tell myself.
Now, you little jailbird.
All right, I am a jailbird. When I was in jail, I learned how to handle crooks like you. And you've been threatening me, now I'll threaten. If you don't get out of this town by tonight, I'll kill you.
We're not intruding, are we?
Oh, no, not at all, gentlemen. Would you sit down? Our business can wait.
Glad to know you, Mr. Jones.
Well, what can I do for you?
I wanted to have a little business talk with you.
Well, you'll have to make it pretty short. Because he's leaving town to...
That's too bad. Well, I'll see you when you come back.
He'll be back.
Oh. Well, that's tough.
Oh, say, by the way, which is the best hotel in town?
Well, there isn't any best. They're all terrible. But I'd like very much to have you stay at my house.
Oh, no, I don't want to put you to all that trouble.
Why, it won't be any trouble at all. And say, really, I'd like to have you meet my mother and my sister. Give you a nice room and put him in the garage.
Swell.
And I know how you traveling men like to get a good home-cooked meal.
Ah, boy, now you're talking. Say, I haven't had a home-cooked meal in years. It's been quite some time now.
Okay, then. So we go right over.
Fine and dandy. Come on, come along there, brains.
There are millions to be made in this stock.
Pack that up and save it for me, will you, boy? I'll be back later.
Crosby, be down at the train tonight to make sure you don't miss it. Bye-bye.
Goodbye. Say, listen, Crosby. What are you trying to do?
Huh? Those two guns from New York. What about them?
I never saw them before.
Say, have you got some new... You're not going to cut us in?
Now listen, cutie. As long as you're as pretty as you are...
Oh.
Listen, if you even try to double-cross us, you know what'll happen to you.
Oh, shut up. Get out of my way. I'm busy.
on in, fellas. Hello, Mother.
Hello, dear.
Hey, listen, Mother, I brought a couple of friends of mine home to spend the weekend with me. You don't mind, do you?
Oh, no, of course not. Bring them right in.
All right. Come on in, boys. Mother, I want you to meet Mr. Jones.
Do you belong to the Salem Joneses, New Bedford Joneses?
Well, I'll tell you, ma'am, I come from New York State.
Yes, you see, and this is Mr.
Danny Mora.
Oh,
Say, where's Baby?
Danny Mora. I think she's upstairs.
Oh, hello,
dear.
sis. Sis, I want you to meet a couple of friends of mine. This is my sister. This is Mr. Jones and Mr. Mora.
How do you do? How do you do?
Thank you.
Now, come right in, children, and make yourselves practically at home. Won't you sit down?
Thanks.
Well, you sit here, will you?
Thank
dear?
you very much.
I'll take your head.
Oh, thanks.
And I'll take your head. You can sit right here. I hope you'll make yourselves perfectly at home. And you may smoke if you like. Steve smokes. I caught him once smoking corn silk when he was a little boy.
See, Steve, that was wrong.
Oh, well, anyway, he's grown up to be a fine young boy. I'll help Sophie get supper for supper.
Could I help you, ma'am?
Oh, no, thank you, dear. Sophie's here.
Gee, Steve, this is great. This is swell. Boy, your mother and her, this is great.
Our home?
Sure. From your mother's left. Who's his knobs, your father?
Oh, no, that's Abraham Lincoln.
Oh. Is that him? No, the father of his country.
Come along, children. Our dinner is served. Now, let me see. How am I going to seat you? Mr. Sterling dines with us about once, so I'm our newest guest, Mr. Jones. And Mr. Sterling, my left. And I'll sit here. Oh, thank you, dear. And Mr. Morrow, you may sit next to Baby. Thanks. And now, Mr. Sterling, will you say grace?
Accept our thanks, O Lord, for this food, and bless it to our use for thy name's sake.
Amen.
I think I'll take these flowers off. Daffodils are lovely this time of year, but they're in the way. Thank you, dear.
Welcome.
I hope you'll enjoy your supper, children. It's a very simple one. Our regular Saturday night meal. But no one in the country can cook them as we New Englanders do. Boston beans.
Well, that's splendid.
You? I'm so sorry Mr. Frosby couldn't come tonight. Yes. I invited Mr. Frosby to come and have supper with us, but he couldn't.
Marvelous stock he's offering for sale. It ought to enrich many of our townspeople.
Mr. Sterling, I don't know very much about stocks, but well, if I were you, I wouldn't invest in any stock until I'd consulted my bankers.
Are you going to invest, Mutt?
Well, with my modest salary, of course.
Blessed are the poor in spirit.
For theirs is the kingdom of heaven.
We didn't know you had company.
Oh, that's all
right, dear.
We're sorry if we're intruding.
Oh, no, you're not intruding. Just a couple of friends for supper.
Oh, Steve, aren't you going?
Going where?
Well, your friends are cordially invited to attend the 3rd annual hayride and dance.
The choir leaders are getting worthy.
You'd like to go, wouldn't you, boy?
Sure.
Where'd you put my hat?
Oh, wait a minute. There's plenty of time now, Danny. Come on, sit down, girls, and have a cup of coffee.
Yes, do that. Oh, Sophie,
Fine, nice
bring
to
some
see you.
coffee.
Thank you.
One here, you are.
I didn't know they needed that.
Oh,
Where do you go on it? Oh, they don't have very nice.
Sophie, hurry with the coffee. She will. Would you have some meat and brown bread? No, just the coffee. Just the coffee.
I never could tell you so apart, you know.
We all have the same couple.
And it's for the wedding choir. Oh, I'm sure you'll have a lovely time. Just have some.
Helen, sing us a song, please. I'll be carried to the new jail tomorrow, leaving my poor darling alone, with the cold prison bars all around me. And my head on a pillow of stone.
Good evening, my dear boy.
How do you do?
Out with an idea, eh? Delightful. Music and moonlight. Well, enjoy them while you may. It's always a pleasure to see the young enjoy themselves. To some of us, that has been denied. But, well. Oh, good evening. Good evening.
What was Crosby doing here?
Steve, I've just made a wonderful investment that will make you and your sister independent for life.
You bought his stock?
Yes, dear.
And you gave me a bonds?
Well, yes. Why?
Nothing. Nothing.
Oh, Steve don't know anything about business. He don't know how those things are done.
You know, Mother, I think you better go to bed. You know, you had a hard day, all those people here and everything.
Oh, always the nice little gentleman. I believe I will. Come along, Cynthia, dear.
Oh, Mother.
Cynthia?
Well, gee, I had a lot of fun. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Morning.
Good night.
Good night, boys.
Good night.
Steve will show you where you're going to sleep tonight.
Sure.
Good night. Happy dreams.
Yeah.
Bye.
Where are you going?
You heard what I told that guy.
Not with that gat or not.
You think I'm going to stand by and see him rob my mother? Give me that gun. Come on, get out of my way.
You'll wake up your
Now, wait a
mother.
minute.
Go on in there. I want to have a little talk with you.
Here's a cigarette.
I don't want one.
Smoke it. Now, Steve, you got to snap out of this. You're only a kid. You're going to marry Judy, ain't you? And you got a great home here, and you got a wonderful mother. And just one shot out of that gat, and you're going to blow the whole works.
What do you think I want to think of?
Oh, forget it. Forget it, Steve. It's a suck game. Nobody but chumps uses guns. Steve, did you ever see a guy go to the chair? Huh? Well, I did. I spent 8 months in that condemned row. Watched them go one by one. Pals of mine. Guys that you'd say good morning to in the morning, and then you'd say good night at night. And then they'd go. And I'd wait day after day, week after week, month after month, wondering if I was going to be the next one to go. Let me tell you, that's no picnic, kid. Listening to the drone of that lousy motor and watching those lights go dim. Come on. Don't be a sap.
What am I going to do?
Now, don't worry about Frosby. He'll be taken care of. Well taken care of. Say, what do you think Danny and I come up here for? To go on hay rides?
Steve.
Yes, Mother?
Aren't you going to say good night to Mother?
Coming, Mother.
There you are, Steve. There's the works.
What's this?
Your mother's bonds.
Oh, say, gee, fellas,
Oh, that's nothing.
Oh, but listen, I can
Oh,
never...
forget it.
Say, we got to scram. We got a date. Besides, if you're seen around here with us, it'll break your parole, and you know what that means. And, Steve, we're going to tell Judy just exactly what you told us to tell her.
Word for word.
Make her believe it, will you?
Steve, you're on the square with Judy, ain't you?
You bet I am.
That's all we wanted to know.
Owen, here's a little piece of poetry I copied out of a book. Give it to her for me, will you?
Sure, Steve, sure. Hey, that's our freight.
Oh, now, wait a minute.
Well, is everybody on their toes? This is a tough bunch of hombres and a great family, and you should see them slug.
Now listen, fella. I've been in this can 40 years. And my one ambition is to get out. Oh, shut up. No. It's to win the Institute Championship 3 times.
You won it twice all cup again this year.
Yes, and I hadn't sat down on me.
Sat down on you?
Yes.
Electrocuted.
Look out for his arm, will you? And now St. Louis and that other girl have to walk out on me. Just 1 week before this big... Now, here's what I want you to do. I'm pretty old. I haven't got very far to go. But I'd be the happiest guy in any jail if I could cop this game today. Now, will you go in and fight and try and win for old Pop? Do that. Do that. That's the way to talk. Now, remember our slogan. From first base to second base to third base we roam. Be it ever so humble, there's no base like home. That's the place that counts, home base. And remember who you're playing with. Bunch of crooks. No edicts. Show them that you're a gentleman. I want everything in this game on the up and up.
Sure, right, sure. Absolutely.
Kneel. Well, then, all right.
Okay.
Go after those guys now.
You know, St. Louis, what my ambition is to ride on a real train with towels and everything.
In the distance, one sees the gray walls and towers of dear old Bensonata. Home again, pal.
Yeah, and I'm glad to get back.
Now, have you got that poem for Judy, you half-wit?
Why, certainly. I got it right here. There you are.
How's your team? We'll give you a game, all right. But if our pitcher hadn't busted out of here, you wouldn't have had a chance.
Oh, yeah?
Good luck.
Same to you. Win this ball game. Now, listen, fellas. This game has got to be on the square. And, gentlemen, at all times. Sure. Where's your pitcher?
Oh, is this your pitcher?
Yeah.
Well, now remember, the game's got to be on the up and up.
Okay.
None of that, you know.
No.
None of that.
No?
Not through the game.
No, none of this. See what I mean? No, What's your pitcher?
Right here, buddy.
Oh, I've heard about you. You just heard the rules, didn't you?
Sure.
None of that.
Look out for his
Hey,
arm.
what's
Look out
the
for his
idea?
arm.
None of that. Come on. Leave alone.
You do it. You don't have to show him that. Didn't I tell you there was none of that?
Sure.
And that?
Well, how about
this?
Hey, what's behind? Leave that man alone. Come on, play, boys.
All right, everybody ready?
Good luck. Come on, let's go now.
Lots of luck. Go right to it.
Oh, for defense. I'll get that ball for you, Ward.
Oh, let me have it.
Big. Well, we'll get it back. We'll get it back. We'll get it back. Oh, that was his good luck. Come on. Come on, everybody, let's go. Come on, let's get that. Let's go now. Come on.
Okay to come in?
Goodbye, dear. Good luck.
Hello, Danny. Gee, I'm sorry to see you kids back here again.
Oh, that's all right, kid. I told him I'd be back. And I never break my word. Besides, I'll tell you, it wasn't so much fun out there you might think. You know, traveling around by yourself, all alone. Yeah, that's what I mean. Say, what are you going to do, kid?
I don't know. I'll go back to the old racket, I suppose.
No, you won't go back to the old racket. You're going right to New England.
New England.
Sure. Steve's waiting for you.
Steve's waiting for me.
Well, I'm telling you, he's waiting. Listen, he gave us a message to give to you. He told us to tell you. What was that message that he gave us?
Well, he told us to tell you all about the birds and the lilacs, you know, flowers, and the blue skies, and the love what comes but once. Well, the meat of the whole thing is you're to go back to New England.
Yeah. Now, what he's trying to tell you is this. You know, the birds is singing, and the flowers, and the river is kind of, it's pretty, ain't it? And it's. Well, listen, here's the dough for you to go back there with.
I don't need it.
Sure you do. Them Chinese mannequin coats cost a lot of jack.
Chinese coats.
Well, certainly Steve's going to take you to China. We told you that, didn't we?
Sure. Tokyo, Honolulu, all them Chinese towns.
Say, are you kidding?
No.
You mean Steve is really waiting for me?
Say, what the heck? Listen, baby, I'm telling you on my word. And I never break my word.
That's one thing I'll say for the louse.
Sam, now here's your big chance. We're going to send you in there to hit that ball. Do you think you can do it?
Sure, Pop.
That's the boy. Okay. Now, listen. If ever you laid on an apple in your life, lay on this one. It's our only chance to win. You'll do that for your old pals, won't you?
Sure.
All right. Do it for Pop. Do it for the boy.
Come on, now, sit down. Go like that.
So you're the fellow that never breaks his word.
Oh, now listen, Warden, I'm sorry about that, but honest, I had to leave in such a hurry that I just couldn't say goodbye.
Now that this doubles your sentences, don't you?
All right, I'll read them.
Gee, that makes me 286 years. I won't need that.
Take them to the cooler.
Oh, Daddy, Judy's gone and we're losing the ball game.
Huh? Yeah?
That's right, Chief. 3 runs behind.
Take them to the cooler.
Send St. Louis and Uncle Dan to the cooler when we're losing the ball game.
Oh, now, listen, Warden, you're not going to do that. There's Gene and the gang waiting for us out there. We got to win that ball game.
Look here, St. Louis. Can I trust you and Dan to go out to that diamond without leaving us?
I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll give you my word. And you know that I never break my word.
No?
Well, never twice in succession.
Take him to Cooley.
After the game.
Why is a fireman wear red suspenders?
Keep his trousers up.
Say, St. Louis, you know that fellow McDowell on the other side? Now, don't give him a high ball. Keep him down and close.
I don't care if there was a rumble seat on the car, if there was a rumble seat. If it hadn't been for you, we wouldn't be spending a month in the
Will you shut up about that rumble seat? Take that cigar out of your mouth. You're in training. Take it out.
All right.
And I'm telling you, there was a rumble seat.
I don't care if there was. Ever since I met you, I've been in trouble.
Yeah, well, you know, you're no turning point.
That's the chicken farm with me. You wouldn't be here. And I know there was no rumble seat on the car.
Will you shut up?